are we seeing real progress for women in technology leadership, or is the gap still widening, you would say?
The next gen is, gonna they're gonna need a seat on the table, and we kind of always start with that, but they're also the ones that are building the table, right? Like building the new
That's
table.
true.
So the narrative is shifting quite a bit, and I think now is the moment for us to make that sort of change. And I think you asked a very important question of, are we in those rooms, right? Are we in those rooms? Are we essentially like representing the current state of the state, and are we there trying to find the right type of solutions to move things forward? That really is like table stakes at this point, and pun very much intended with my whole
Right.
table and, and building table narrative. But that I think is where we can truly make progress. Does a gap exist? It totally does, and I don't think the AI is necessarily like closing the gap at all. If anything, if we're not mindful and if we're not in front of the problem, we run the risk of widening it very quickly with much higher velocity than we ever did, and then catching up is just going to be that much harder for us. So it's so off the moment, for us to make sure that these sort of I don't know, centers of excellence, or like cohorts, and where the adequate representation is going to be very important. Because as you rightly pointed out, Shika, and we talked about earlier, the role is shifting, the role is changing, and so let's define that change, let's be on the forefront of it, and let's be the ones trailblazing it and saying, all right, this is what the new role looks like, this is now your toolkit, and what does success look like in this stage, and that's how we kind of continue to make progress.